Welcome to the ECM Livestock Market Report for today, the 6th of
August
2014. In this, in what can only be described as an Arctic spring sort of a day.
Yeah, it is quite Macquarie Island sort of day.
Macquarie Island, we saw a few fur seals coming in earlier in the morning. G'day, Bob. And certainly, might have been elephant seal, in fact. But certainly it's warmed up once the sun come out, but that still got a cold breeze.
Yep.
Now, 1,000 odd cattle yard today. Dougal, we'll start off with the export cattle.
Yeah, look, the export market held up all right. It did ease off a little bit on the cows. Still, best of the cows were making into the $1.50 for those good Euro type cows, but it was sort of 3 to 5 cents easier. But still some good money for those sort of mid-range sort of cows. Export steers and heifers, not a lot here today. There wasn't really enough for a couple of those operators to start, so they were sort of back up to 8 to 12 cents. But still, you know, they were selling okay into that sort of mid-60s and 50s for the heifers. How's the trade, Paddy?
Yeah, look, we're starting to see a real have and have-not situation with the trade. We're seeing those really good fat tradie cattle in good condition, making consistently good money, that $1.85 to $2.10. But certainly if you're a bit plainer or a bit poorly bred, you get a bit of a hammering. So as we go along, I think probably the best of the trade was no different. It probably might have been 2 or 3 cents easy, but overall still pretty strong. But the secondary trade probably took a bit of a hit for the best part of 8 or 9 cents. If you weren't smick, you certainly got sick. We saw the restocking cattle, I think, a bit easier.
Yes.
You can buy them today for about $1.65. There's your black steer savers, $1.65 to $1.95, and your restocker heifers was just a little bit easier. We had some good black heifers that are still making $1.55 to $1.60, but probably there's a few off-type heifers making $1.35 to $1.45, which is a bit of opportunity in the market. We probably saw the heavier feedlot steers, that 400 to 500 kilos. Probably I thought a little bit dearer on the black steers. But probably the crossbreeds, no change, really.
And you sort of need up to 95 to buy those today.
Yeah, you need $1.95 for the feedlot steers, the good black milk tooth steers.
Yeah.
So next week would be fourth sale, or some people refer to as last. We say fourth. It's a happy place to be. We'll be down here at Ramp 3. We've got a few things we want to bring up with you. There's a real push to get rid of all the old Benedicts. So anything, you're going to have to start using them up, or only use the current one, which is version 411, 412, 413. Or an E-deck. Look at the E-deck options. We can look at that too. Okay, now on your NVDs, we need you to start, if they're pasture fed, so haven't been fed any grain, and they're antibiotic free, I want you to start writing that in question 9. So right Russian eligible, right Saudi eligible, that's all fine, but I need you to write in the same question, antibiotic free and pasture fed. This means they haven't had any antibiotics in all their life, and that they haven't been fed grain in a restricted area. There's a whole market out there that wants that now. And you need to be catering for it, same as we do, to try and get you the most money.
Yep.
Okay, now feedlot job's still very strong. For your black steers, 4 to 500, looking at $2.20 or $2.15, around that sort of mark. And for your for 30 head or more, and for your crossbred steers, about $1.90, isn't it? Sort of around that money. We got a fairly good deal on some lighter cattle, sort of 3 to 400 kilos at around $2, if that's it, black steers, and around $1.70 for your heifers, if that's any good. Okay, apart from that,
still some.
Next Friday, the 15th.
Friday week, yeah, it would be around about that.
Around the 15th, at 9:30 here. There's not a lot of cattle in so far, but could be a good market if you want to get in there and have a talk to us about it.
Okay, until next week.
Same bat channel, same bat place.
We'll see you then.
See you then.